Welcome back. In today's video, we'll share English conversation about the event.
Never forget to practice it. Remember, practice makes perfect. Please like this video. Your like is very important for me.
Part 1. Conversation about the memorable event.
Who sponsored the event?
The event organizer was the Education Department of American Center, but the universities introduced in the conference were the ones who paid.
How many events have you joined this year? What were they about?
I have joined more than 10 events so far, most of which were about education.
Who went to the event with you?
I went there with my friends, who shared the same interest in studying abroad as me.
What was your most memorable event?
The most memorable for me was an international study conference, in which I was introduced to some famous universities in Europe to study overseas.
What were some performances in the event?
There were not many performances. Each university representative just had a speech to introduce their school to students, and then they hosted Q&A session.
Was it organized indoors or outdoors?
It was an indoor event.
How would someone market an event?
Taking advantage of social media is a smart way to promote an event.
Was the event shown on TV?
The event was not aired, but there were television advertisements for it. Thank you so much for your questions about the event.
Part 2. Conversation about the museum.
How many times have you visited that museum?
I have visited the museum twice.
What type of museum is popular in your country?
There are many types of museums, but the most popular are historical museums.
What do you usually do when visiting a museum?
I usually listen to the tour guide and take notes about important information.
What is the most famous museum in your country?
That would be the British Museum, located in London.
Are you allowed to take pictures there?
No, the guards did not allow us to bring the camera in.
What's special about it?
I'm impressed by its large amount of historical, art, and cultural work.
What do you think is the importance of museums in history?
Museums are an integral part of any country's history, and they keep history alive.
How did you feel after visiting there?
The overall experience was fantastic, and I learned so many things in just a few hours. Thank you so much for your questions about the museum.
Part 3. Conversation about the favorite movie.
Who are the actors/actresses in the movie?
Mr. Bean is the main character. He is played by Rowan Atkinson, who is from England.
Do you usually watch movies at home or at a movie theater?
I usually watch movies on my laptop. Sometimes I go to the movie theater.
Was it recommended by your friend, teacher, or family?
It was recommended by my classmate.
Is watching movies at the theater more interesting than watching movies at home?
Yes, definitely, because you can watch vivid images on a large screen with lively sound effects.
Was the movie in your mother language or in English?
It was in English, but I can also watch it with subtitles.
How often do you go to the movie theater?
I often go to the movie theater every weekend.
Should children watch violent movies?
I don't believe so. Young children are very impressionable, and it could lead them to wanting to imitate the behavior.
What's your favorite type of movie? What movie of that type do you like?
My favorite type is comedy because whenever I watch one, I feel like there are no more worries in the world. I love the Mr. Bean movie series.
What's the most important factor of a great movie?
I believe that plot and actors are among the factors which decide the success of a movie.
Was that movie adapted from a book?
No, the story is derived from funny situations in real life.
Thanks for watching.